Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome, Lady Soul. It's nice to have you back. Thank you for
Welcome.
being here.
Here.
Thank you. We had another young lady that was going to come on as well, who is one of Lady Soul's friends, but she did not feel well. So we said, we'll just do it another time, and Lady Soul and I will cover tonight. So I just wanted you to know that was updated. But it's good to see you all waiting for us here. We're so happy to see you. Yeah. Hi, Kelly and Jill, and hi, Craig and Swampy. Nice to Snow Wolf. Oh, it's great to see you. Thanks for being here, everybody, and anybody I may have missed. Yeah. So, what you don't have to tell anybody what it is, but you started a new job, not doing any this. You started a new job in your regular
Yeah.
work, and
Yes.
that's what you've been busy
Something.
doing. Yeah,
Yeah. So I've been basically doing the same job, but in a different
at a
environment.
different place.
I deal
Yeah,
with
yeah.
mechanics in a mechanic shop, so
Yep.
it's more. It's a lot more busier than usual.
Sure, sure. That's great. Well, we're glad that you have a new venture for yourself, and we're
I'm
also glad
excited.
you're still doing this because this is great. We love
Yes.
having you.
This
So
is what truly makes me
I
happy. Being
know.
being
I
able
understand.
to really help people, guide people, at least give people some sort of comfort. So this is what
Right.
I have grown to love, and this is a part of me. So I am very
Oh,
happy to be here.
well, we're glad you're here too. Hello, Anne and Serena, Mama Bear, Eleanor. Nice to see you. Thanks, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate you all. I pulled a card before we start. If you want to start putting some questions in the chat, then go right ahead. But I pulled an angel card because I really love these new angel cards I got. And we got the angel of mental force and calmness that helps battle depression, gives us serenity, gives us clarity, and it's recommending we be assertive. And it's yay hell, and she's beautiful. So
You want to know something very interesting? So
yeah,
I pulled a card for myself, and kind of like gives
okay,
me the energy of the
yeah,
day, or the part of
of
the
the day.
day. So
Yep.
before we went on the live, I pulled it's called Mother Mary Oracle, and it's
Yes,
like beautiful. You see that
hmm
right there, the
I
the mother.
do.
So the card is called Our Lady of Comfort. It says, even though
Oh,
you may not see me, I am holding your hand. Even though you may not hear me, I am speaking through your heart. I am never far away from you. I am by your side with love, guidance, and protection always. You are my own. I could not bear to be apart from you. Receive my messages of comfort and be at peace now. All shall be well. So it's like, oh, it's just like,
yeah.
it hits
There's
me just
nothing more beautiful than the mother love, and of course, Mother Mary
nothing,
represents a beautiful
nothing
mother.
compares to a mother's love. I'll tell you that.
Right. That's absolutely true. Whether she's gone or she's here, she still
Yes.
protects us. And so
Oh,
that's always
absolutely.
wonderful. Yeah. Wildflower, welcome. And I saw Jan's Free is here. Wildflower, I've been hibernating a bit today, but you want to know something really interesting. She says she has anxiety. What happened was I had ordered, Amazon had a crazy day. You know, they had
Oh, the
those 2 days
prime
of prime. Yeah. And
thing.
I ended up getting a tuning fork, and it's for
Ooh,
personal anxiety. And the thing is that when I got it, I thought something was wrong with it because I can't hear it, but you can hear it if you put it up to your ear because it's so high pitched.
mhm.
And it's just supposed to help you, calm you. And it does.
Actually, my
Beautiful.
mom has that one too, and when
Does
she would
she?
like tap it, the vibration helps with
Yes.
on your actual body. And I know when like my knees would hurt because I have bad knees and a bad ankle, she
Uh huh.
would do that, and it would kind of just start releasing the tension that it would just build up. So yes,
Hmm.
that's an amazing tool to help with
That's
anxiety.
wonderful. Yeah. No, I have some other ones that he uses at work and also the chakra bowls, but we haven't really used it. But I just
Love
thought that would
those.
be fun. Yeah. And it wasn't too expensive. It was, it was during that sale. So I ended up getting
Oh,
it.
okay.
Very nice. Yeah. Craig, interesting. Clara came through to Diane's tarot and gave you some good advice. Well, I'm happy to hear that. Clara is
Always.
very busy with you all the time, Craig. Everybody thinks that's pretty cool. That's awesome. Yeah. So yes, I hope everybody's been enjoying the day. Hi, Lauren. It's nice to see you too. Um, we did a lot of stuff outside, a lot of grounding stuff. We were gardening and raking, and he was replanting, and he put the mulch down, and so it wasn't real bright and sunny out there today, but it was so nice to just work with the dirt and the land and even though it gets tired.
Unfortunately, where I am, it's uncomfortably
You're in the
hot. It's
desert. Yeah.
107, and because it's dry heat, so
Yeah.
the sun burns, and I'm like, it's just being inside all day, having the fan on, even with your air conditioner. It is so. I am not one for summer. I do not like summer.
Well, if I live where you do, I wouldn't be either. We have beautiful summers.
I
I'm not one for winter here because it rains all the time.
Love winter. I love the cold. I love my jackets, my sweaters, my scarves. Absolutely. I'm a Halloween baby, so
okay. That makes sense.
Season, so that's the coldness I like.
That's great. I knew a couple of people that were born on Halloween. That's wonderful. I love that. Good. Wildflower, I'm glad you've been listening to YouTube music and videos. They do help. And Ellen, this tuning fork is 417 hertz, I guess it's called. You could probably put into Google and ask what each one is good for. But this one, I thought it was a dud, like I said, because I couldn't hear anything. But then, it was fabulous. It really made me feel really good. So, oh boy, 88 is what it is in Santa Fe. Yeah. And you probably have some humidity in Santa Fe as well. So
I'm not one for humidity either. My hair doesn't like it either.
That's crazy. So I keep it short. Yeah. Adriana, welcome. We're glad you're here. Thanks for coming on and saying hello to everybody. So I'm going to start by taking the questions already, and we'll go from there. And if anyone has any more, and then I'll let you know when if we have too many. But Anne asks, and this would be for you and for me, because we both do our spiritual work alongside our work to do a job for a living. Is it super separated, or do your work colleagues know? How about you?
That's okay. So, so I work a full-time job.
Mm-hmm.
My work really, the spiritual work that I do does not really stop, because spirits, those who have passed on, can't know when you see them and when you hear them. They appear to me all day, every day, no matter what time of the day.
Right. You can't cut it off and go home and then have it.
Sometimes so when I can't really cut it off because sometimes I have very severe anxiety. So sometimes they're like attracted to that. So my vibration can be low, or my vibration. It really depends on the mood of the day. But usually when I'm at work, I am very kind of, don't bother me. Leave me alone. You're not giving me lottery numbers, so you need to move it.
Right.
You're not helping me with my bills. Just leave.
Yeah, you got to go right now, because I'm making a living here. Yeah, I understand.
So with managing, so basically it's kind of just learning how to work with both your gifts and what you actually do on, with your actual job. It's just being really stern and kind of saying, stop, I'm working. I did not call you. You need to go. And when I do readings, like I did a reading last night, I was inviting, like, okay, you want to talk to me? Let's go. But it's it's separated, but at the same time, it's really not. So it's kind of like
I understand. Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of both.
Yep. For me, I incorporate a lot of spiritual things, not intentionally, but just because it's so much a part of my life in my lessons that I teach. We learn a lot about death and dying. We read things that people might not read in other classes, but not weird woo-woo stuff. It's mostly mainstream stuff. But I knew, for instance, a colleague of mine had gone out for a job, a tenure track position, and I knew she would get it. I knew it. She was so worried, and I said, "You don't have to worry. You're going to get this job." And I just knew it. So, I have that. I'm not really afraid at this point, and I think it's my age. I think that's honestly, it's when like,
trust and That's
Uh-huh.
exactly what you were saying. It like fell out I was shuffling my oracle cards and that stag came out. So yeah, it pretty much supported
Yep.
what you were the feelings that you had.
Yeah. You want to know the funny thing too is that I had pulled a card during one show, and it was Sonuris or whatever. He's like a god of the deer with the antlers and everything.
Okay.
And as I pulled right after I pulled the card, I looked out the window and there was a deer walking by my window.
Oh my
And a
goodness.
deer has always been my spirit guide, always, since I was a
That's
very tiny
awesome.
little girl. So I look for the signs, and boy, oh boy, they will
Yeah.
just come, you know. So
And when
you
you
feel like,
say for yeah, and when you say for signs, my grandmothers and the my spirit protective team, my spirit team, they come to me as butterflies. My
oh,
beautiful grandmothers come to me as white butterflies. My uncle, who
wow,
my mom's brother passed away when he was 17 many years ago, he comes to me as the monarch butterfly because that's the
oh,
manly butterfly. So
sure it is.
anytime, but again, my uncle
Yeah.
always comes through as the song Stereo Hearts by Gym Class
Oh,
Heroes.
yeah. Okay.
He,
Okay.
anytime that song comes up, I said, okay, uncle, I hear you. I know you're here.
Well, last night my washing machine wasn't working, and my husband came home because I only see him every couple of weeks. And he came home, and I said,
Oh,
it must be my brother, because my brother does that to me all the
mhm.
time, breaks things. By the way, everybody, look what my husband brought for me.
I absolutely love that mug. I would really like one.
I know, it's so good. Now you can see it, and I don't even have to say it.
Oh, that's so funny.
Isn't that awesome? Yes. So I hope that answered your question, Anne. I'm sure it's deeper for other people. And there are a lot of people that only do this kind of thing. And someday I hope that will be me, because that's really and I'm sure Lady Saul feels the same way. She'd rather be doing this all day than
Oh,
other
yes,
things. Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely. All right. So I want to make sure I've got Ellen, Sandra, Wildflower, Cynthia, Adriana, and Craig questions here. And I want to make sure that I get the name of the mother and father. Oh, you're getting the stag card. Yeah. Hey. Hey, Karen Robinson and Kelly Bowman. Oh, well, we're glad you came in. All right. I'm trying to find out if she put up the names of her parents. You can certainly try. Um, Ellen, have we got the names of your just the first names? Catherine, it's wonderful to have you here from Lincoln, UK. Thank you so much. And Craig, I saw a hummingbird and a dragonfly and some butterflies. So I feel very blessed. Yeah. All right. Hopefully she heard me and she's going to put her parent. Oh, here we go. Eileen and Matthew. So these are her parents. They have passed, and she wonders if they have a message for her. Hi, Kevin. Nice to see you too.
So the first thing I heard, and I pulled a card just to confirm, and it kind of did. So the first thing I did here was do not be afraid of change.
Mm-hmm.
Things come and go, and it is okay to let go of the old and start embracing the new.
Mm-hmm.
So, and so when I pulled a card, my favorite Moon Witch deck,
Yes, your favorite deck. Yeah.
Balsamic Moon, it says things come and go, surrender to the universe. And you see how she is standing ready to receive the moon and the
Mm-hmm.
stars. She's ready to
Mm-hmm.
really, okay, I'm ready, give it to me. So the message that I get, it's okay to let go, it's okay to be afraid, but it's also more amazing to be brave and really step out of your comfort zone.
Okay.
So I mean,
So
that's the nature of what I've
yeah,
what
what they're
my
saying to you.
yes,
Yeah.
what they were saying to me. Yes.
Okay. Well, Ellen, let's see. What do I get?
I actually did get a more of a facial. So again, someone did come
Okay.
through, or if it
Uh-huh.
is, the mom.
Hmm.
She is and the thing is that spirits like to come to us when they're at their best selves. So she is
Hmm.
showing me when she was at her best, how she felt her most best. So she's coming to me more like a 50, mid 50s.
Oh, okay.
And she's coming to me as a blonde, a blonde with sandy blonde, sandy light brown hair, and it's coming
Oh.
like to her shoulders.
Hmm.
She is a motherly figure. I don't want to say it is her. Um she's wearing like a pink blouse, but it's a summery pink blouse, like a shawl, like a light material, like she throws over.
Okay. Does that ring a
Um
bell, Ellen? Does that seem like something that your mom would be, or maybe
she's
somebody
very
else?
loving, like
Yeah.
she kind of like she's looking at me in admiration, like I think that's how she looked at people.
Hmm.
um and she's the one that actually said the it's okay to be afraid, but it's just be brave enough to take that step.
Hmm. Okay. I hope this resonates for you. Hi, Katerina and Watcher. It's good to see you. All right. So I got here, Ellen, that you're on learning a new path and they're watching you. Look at this. They're both male and female here,
That's so
watching
beautiful.
you learning and growing. Absolutely. So even though this may not look anything like your parents, I just want you to say that two people are coming in and helping you out here. Um, they are happy that a merry motive. They're very happy you asked, actually. They're thrilled. They said, let's have a party. Let's have a party. um, they come between heaven and earth a lot just to say hello to you. They're around you more than you can imagine. And so look at the sun coming up there.
That's
Uh, all
beautiful.
you have to do is think of them or ask them, and you can absolutely, you'll hear from them. And they said they're proud of your power of purpose. You have a power of purpose. You know
Yeah,
what you want to do.
very
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
very like admiration. That's what the feeling
Yeah.
of being proud, but she's like, oh, look how far she's come, or oh, like she celebrates the smaller things in life. Like she
Uh-huh.
takes little things and like, oh, this is so amazing.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's great. So she doesn't recall anyone wearing a shawl, but the hair color and the length were right. So yeah, it
Okay.
is. Yep. Yep.
Okay. So if you see me twitching, don't be alarmed. It's just I can't help it. They like
Uh-huh.
to not scream at me, but they like to touch. So I just
Yep.
if
I
I
get
twitch,
it.
don't worry about it.
Hi, Terry Lee. It's good to see you. And I am glad you came by. And Sherry, I hope I haven't missed anybody. I'm trying to see you all and welcome you. I appreciate you being here. And, I know a lot of people don't want me to give the litany of everybody that's here, but at the same time, you are the reason we are here and we do what we do. We got 33 people in the house. That's an angel
Yes,
number. I
thank
love
you.
it. All right. Very good. All right, Ellen. I hope that helps. All right. So we got Sandra Falcon wonders if we have any messages from her guides.
Okay. So before, and it's funny, it's interesting, more like it. I was
Okay.
just shuffling, and then two cards did come up, and
Okay.
they came out as I had pulled two cards popped out, and again, I think this is what I mean. Again, I'm hearing this from trying to connect. Sometimes we as humans are very focused on one thing,
Mm-hmm.
as it could be a bad habit, saying I have a goal, there's nothing gonna drift me from my goal. I
Mm-hmm.
have to go to the store, but sometimes you remember little things here and there saying, oh, but I have to go here, I have. So basically when you're running errands, you're just
Mm-hmm.
saying, a perfect example, Target, we're just going to get soap, but you get distracted by the other stuff.
We don't do that.
So in certain situations, it's very easy to ignore everything else, but it's also very important to be an eagle and see from a higher perspective.
Ah, yes. Okay.
See things at a more wider range, and to
Yes,
okay,
absolutely.
maybe get advice or tips and tricks from other people, and to also remember to live and to dream and journey,
Yes.
because you see the
We're so
compass.
focused. We're so focused on the destination that we don't enjoy the journey. Yes,
Exactly. So if
absolutely.
you are focused on one thing, you're going to miss certain opportunities, or it's going to
Mhm.
go over your head and just be like, where was I?
Right.
So
Right.
always important to see from a higher perspective
Mhm.
and kind of
Mhm.
just say, you know what? Let's see what else can be offered to me.
Wow. Yeah, I was just thinking about tonight, and when I was going to the store, and I was thinking about how old my youngest child is going to be in October. He'll be 38. And I thought, he was only 3. I don't treat him like that, but you just, it goes so fast. It
Well,
just
I know
goes.
how that feels. My nephew's now 2, and it's just
Mhm.
like, I remember when you were a little baby.
I know. Oh,
And now
puppies and
you're
kitty cats too. Yeah.
and now you're
Yeah.
a gremlin. I call him my gremlin because he can throw a tantrum. So I'm like, oh, now you're my gremlin.
Uh-huh. All right, Sandra. So I got here that you're going to be making some decisions, but you've got some guides and prophets and ancient seers on your side. So spend some time thinking about what it is that you want to see, and listen to the messages, listen to your dreams, whatever it might be. They're telling us you have a good inner strength, and it's building, and it's going to bring inner healing for you. We're in that time frame where we really need to take care of our health, absolutely, and that you are part of the divine feminine. And so that's wonderful. That's
Thank you
just
so much.
wonderful. Take your power. Take your power if you haven't already, but it looks like you are doing that. So good for you. Good for you, girl. Thank you for the question. Absolutely. Hi, Jill Clark. Nice to see you, dear. All right. Wildflower would like a message from her guides. All right.
The one thing that did come to me is do not be afraid.
Okay.
There's a certain situation or a certain person
Mm-hmm.
that is kind of being avoided.
Okay.
Yep. Now we have the new moon in Scorpio.
Ah,
Work through your fears.
wow. Okay. I've
And
got something similar, actually.
did
Yeah,
you? And I
I
have
did.
the
Yeah.
future in Aquarius. It says show the world the real you. There's like an avoidance of, I don't know if it's someone or something or a certain anniversary that may have like affected you in some way. Um,
Mm-hmm.
just know that it is okay to be who you are now,
Mm-hmm.
and especially in the world that we live in now, we have to remember it is okay.
Yeah,
And there
absolutely.
are resources, or there are certain communities such as this one that do provide such love and positivity here, because that's
Mm-hmm.
all that we are here is love and positivity.
Absolutely. So, yes, I get you're isolated too much. You need to get out more. If that just means going outside, then do that. Honestly, it helped me a lot today. The time went by fast, but I got a lot done and I enjoyed myself. So, the other thing that goes along with what Lady Saul said is to speak your truth. If something's bothering you, you need to let it out. Don't be afraid to tell people how you feel. It will help you with your self-worth. We all
Absolutely.
have those problems sometimes. And the last card I got from another deck was Into Me, I See. And look at that. that is pretty much saying spend the time to have a conversation with yourself, to give yourself some affirmations, to remind yourself that you are enough, that you are beloved, and that, look inside for the answers, because they're not outside. They're only inside.
So the one thing that I have been trying to practice myself is using my words and being brave enough to stick to it.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's very hard. It's very intimidating because coming from a place where I grew up kind of saying, you know what, just don't say what, just because you think it doesn't mean you have to say it. But sometimes if it really affects you to a certain point, you really need to stand up for yourself. Now, the crystal that I have been using and has been helpful to me is lapis lazuli. And I have a huge heart one that I keep on my person, and I have it at work. So it actually helps me speak and think more clearly.
Yeah, she's always had depression and anxiety. Maybe you could get one of those tuning forks that like I had, and you can listen to, oh my God, it really helps with anxiety. So anyway, yeah. Hi, Lorraine. Nice to see you, dear. We send you lots of love, Wildflower. Honestly, lots and lots of love back to you. Yep. All right. So I'm going to bring up the next one. Let's see. I'm going to go back to some, but there was something for Connie that she asked. Pray for Patricia. She's in the hospital since Monday. I think it's sepsis that went to the heart. She's doing better. So we just want to send out love to Patricia and the hopes that she's feeling better, healing. And thank you for bringing this to our attention, Connie. Yeah, thank you, dear. Yeah. Doesn't it look like Lady Sol is an angel with those Hamsa hands coming out on either side?
I didn't even notice that until you pointed out. I just love the gold and the black. It just stands out.
It does. It's beautiful. It really is. Yep.
Thank you.
All right. So here's Cynthia Harris wondering what message her guides might have for her.
So right now, my back actually kind of cracked on my upper right here. So another thing, a part of my gifts, not only can I speak to those who have passed on, so being a medium, I'm able, with permission, of course, I actually am able to tap into the sitter. So I can kind of get legit, or like a feeling of what's really going on with
what's going on. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, to a certain degree. But my upper back, so I know that there's like a sitting position that I don't know if it's an office job or you are on, like, your back just tends to tense up quite a bit. But you have a certain joy in doing this. And again, I feel like you're very busy with your hands. I mean, many actions can be with your hands. So the thing is that because of the actions that you do, you bring a light to other people's life. And again, with the Moon Witch deck that I have the card Celine.
She's a massage therapist. She is a massage therapist.
Is she?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. One of my very good friends is, and she's amazing. So awesome. So because of the work that you do, the Celine card kind of says bring a light into somebody's dark sky. Because of the amount of love and the dedication that you put into your patient or your client, you have no idea how much they appreciate you. But because of the amount of strength that you put into someone else's body, we also need to remember that we need to take care of ourselves.
Take care of ourselves. Yeah.
Yes. So my back, my lower back, and the hands are sore. So we need to make sure that we are taking care of one another or yourself in this way.
Yeah. Or a fitness trainer. She also does that too. So that would be, using your whole body as a
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's fabulous. So the first card I pulled was a bell. And a bell, when a bell rings, it draws people's attention. I don't know if there's an announcement that you're going to be making. Maybe that has nothing to do with it, but definitely something is bringing you attention. Okay. And you're like a ballerina. You have so much discipline. And it says here that your practice is, you work with practice and perfection in your business. And the last one I got was, looks like you're at a crossroads trying to make some. Are you thinking about going somewhere else to work or starting your own, um, therapy place? I don't know, but I got fork and it says tough decisions, a fork in the road at a crossroads. So maybe you're feeling like, I don't know. I also know that you can burn out real quickly if you work on so many people all the time. My husband's a chiropractor and he can burn out real quickly, if he has 40 patients in a day or something. So, you got to, absolutely, as Lady Saul said, please take care of yourself. Get your
And
own massage. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
and also because of the amount of energy that you absorb from your clients, sometimes they don't always have the most greatest energy. So the card popped out of full moon in Scorpio. It is time to release negativity.
Mm-hmm.
Release what doesn't belong to you. That's very important. Very,
Mm-hmm.
very important.
Yeah. Yep. Very important. Well, I hope this helps you, Cynthia. I admire you for what you do. That is
Yes,
a very
that's
difficult job. It really can be. So I bet your clients, your patients really enjoy having you work on them. I know when I was in an auto accident, I went and I look forward to it so much. It was just so relaxing and it's pampering for the person. It really is. It's like going and getting a new hairstyle. You always feel so much better when you're all done. So, all right, thank you. All right, we got Craig. You have a racist neighbor, and he won't leave you alone. Okay, he and his
Oh,
wife joined up with my old girlfriend.
I've had my fair
Oh,
share of that, so that's not always fun.
wow. Now, Karen Robinson told him to put mirrors out on his lawn so he can reflect the negative energy back to them. That might be a really
Well,
good idea.
I
Yeah.
mean, that is actually a very good idea because this is actually
Yeah.
something my mom tells me to do. To
Okay.
envision, not okay, so when you are doing a certain type of spiritual work,
Mm-hmm.
always do a prayer of protection, no matter what. No
Yep.
matter what, always do a prayer of protection. I do it every morning and I do it every night. Say,
Mm-hmm.
it can be short and sweet, saying, Dear God, dear guides, dear angels, take care of me. Don't let no one talk to me. Let this be a good day. Come back, take care of me, take care of my home. See you later.
Yeah.
It could be short and sweet. But when you are doing certain works, like you want protection, to envision a white light on the top of your head, which is the crown, your crown chakra, to really envision a white light just protecting you, like a white bubble, but to
Mm-hmm.
also envision the mirrors around you. So again, with the negative energy, it reflects back to them. So try envisioning mirrors around you.
Yeah, you
And
can do it mentally.
God,
Yep. Yep.
yes, imagination is a huge part of envisioning everything.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay.
Mark just has a lot of hate in his heart, unfortunately, and he won't change. He won't. Those type of people will not change. They're stuck in they're a century behind, unfortunately, and they do not care.
It's gotten worse because certain people have uh, created more divisions and publicly created those divisions. And
Oh,
so the
absolutely.
people that have been under the ground, so to speak, they maybe always thought it but never said it, are now saying it and coming up out of the ground. And oh, Lord, makes you crazy. All right. So here we go. This is what I get, Craig. This is very emotionally draining for you. The fangs are out. Look at that. He's energy sucking and he is a negative person in your environment. Look at him. And the reason I ask is shadow self shows up here. And I wonder if he's doing this to show his big, like I'm a big man here and I can say whatever I want to say and, whatever. I don't know. But you are to speak your truth and be careful because you can speak your truth, but, you don't want to be on that neighbor show on the crime channel.
Oh,
That's no good. Yeah. And call in reinforcements, whether that be metaphorically or spiritual reinforcements, calling your guides, calling Clara, whoever else is, or your angels. But it also might be make sure that you keep track of the times he does it. Write it down. Write it on a piece of paper. What did he do? What did he say? When did he say it? And keep track of that because you'll have the proof. Yeah.
And then when they say call reinforcements, and at the same time, we can do it spiritually, but sometimes physically we would need to call law enforcement to kind of just get the situation taken care of, because that's no way to live.
Good. I'm glad you did do that, Craig, that you listened to and tried to cut the cords and you envision using a U.S. Army cavalry. I love that. That's wonderful. Yeah.
The way when I was cutting cords, so when I did the cutting cords, I basically, when the last live that I did was that I was in a bird cage. Now there's a specific bird cage because when I was younger at Six Flags in Valencia, when it was Bugs Bunny's World, I don't know if anyone here has ever gone, there was a ride for children of Tweety Bird. So we were in a cage of Tweety Bird. So as you can see, those cages are very thick, are very strong. So I had to get like those bolt cutters. Yeah. Because that's how
that's how thick it was. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So how you envision the cavalry sword, that's also very, very good.
Yep. I like that too. And that's definitely aligned with Michael, even though you are a military person. It makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
And can I add one more thing? I pulled the Mother Mary Oracle. We have the beautiful lady, Our Lady of Sacred Waters. It says to cleanse oneself spirituality, it is immerse oneself in the sanctuary of divine connection and sacred presence. This weakens the grip of our attachment to emotional pain and strengthens our ability to be emotionally authentic without becoming so overwhelmed by our sufferings that we act out and betray our core values, from our spiritual connection. Know that you can process any emotion with dignity and grace. So keep doing what you are doing, okay, Craig?
Very good. Very good. Good advice. Absolutely. Thank you, Craig. I'm sorry you're dealing with this. You know who else is dealing with this is Juno from the Juno sphere. She has some neighbors that are kind of scary too. And she's all by herself. Well, she's got some dogs. I'm glad. Do you have a big dog? Honestly, sometimes I think that might be helpful. All right. We have Adriana Guevara dating a guy for a while. Recently, his mom was in my dream, but very quickly she passed away and I never met her. Why was she in my dream? Does this mean something? So she has died. When she came to your dream, I'm hoping that I got the right thing. Is that what you're reading, Lady Saul? That she's passed away and she.
So you had a dream before she passed away?
Or let's see if she answered this. Adriana, she passed away in December 2020. So she was already passed by the time that you met your boyfriend, I'm guessing. Okay.
So, So, and this happened actually pretty recently. Okay. An aunt of mine passed away last month. It was an aunt of mine. We had an amazing relationship. Unfortunately, there were little small pettiness got in the way. So we were never able to fix it. Okay. Because of who I am and what I can do, this was something very new to me. I actually envisioned someone passing away like my grandma, her mom, and her grandpa came to me saying, we are getting ready to receive her.
Mhm.
So sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't. Now, in this case, the way that I kind of get it is that she kind of wants to get to know you
Hmm.
in a sense, because
Mhm.
she's visiting you because she sees that her son is kind of getting excited
Mhm.
about you in some way.
Mhm.
And whether it be companionship or just kind of companionship is what I'm getting, basically companionship. Now, her visiting you in your dream is I kind of take it as a blessing. Like you have my blessing to be with
Mm.
my son,
Mhm.
or
Mhm.
yeah, that's what I get. That you have my blessing to be with my child. So be good to him. I'm not sure what she did. She say anything in your dream, that you can remember?
I think it was a
Um,
visitation, don't you? I think it's
yeah, it was the
definitely,
actual
yeah.
visitation because no one, again, no one, especially a mother, wouldn't visit someone if they didn't know who that was.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Absolutely.
I think she's kind of giving you her blessing.
Yeah. I want to know, do you even know, was she a smoker? Because I got smoke first. That doesn't necessarily mean she was a smoker, but it's coming in through this fog, let's say. But look at this. She flew in. She flew in on wings to
Yeah.
see you. And she said, "You are a beautiful rock that is turning into a crystal." So
Oh,
she can see your growth and possibly your relationship with her son. And when you just have a plain old rock and then you get a shiny crystal, then it's us working on ourselves. Okay, you never asked. That's okay. It's us working on ourselves to polish ourselves up to be better people, to be more spiritually aligned.
I
And
see.
yeah, she appreciates you working on yourself. Definitely.
Honestly, I think she appreciates the time and that she put into her son. That her son is the rock, and she
Oh,
helped him
possible.
become the crystal.
Possible.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what
Yeah.
I got.
You're getting a precious crystal when you get my son. Yeah. Yeah.
Like I know
Yep.
he can be a hardhead, but
Uh-huh. But mamas are always proud of their kids, and they're always, especially moms of boys, we're always looking out to make sure that the girl is somebody that we would like, even though that doesn't always happen. Yeah. It's hard because he's not a believer. Okay, that's okay. I understand. I've had relationships when, yeah, yeah. Someday something may happen to him. My son is not a believer either, but it's funny because he had to cancel the second day in a row for something, and he said, "I hope that someday the stars will align and we'll be able to get together." And I thought that was so funny. He would never say
he's
that.
sarcastic.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, Lorraine, maybe she was very attached and she wanted to check her out. I agree with that. I do. It's like,
Right?
well, you're getting
Sounds like a
serious, a little
motherly thing
serious
to do.
here. Yeah. Yeah. I love that. Yeah. Awesome. It was more of a visit. You couldn't hear her. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Very nice. Well, I hope your relationship goes well, and I hope you find out a little bit more about this woman who would be your possible husband's or boyfriend's mother, and find out a little bit more. At least you can find out about his life. You can ask him those kind of questions even if he isn't a believer. So all right, so we got Watcher here. Watcher 9997, do you have a message for Watcher? All right, let's see what I got.
We need to stay focused.
Ah,
We need to stay focused. And I don't think it's because it's procrastination. It's
mm-hmm.
just, and again, with
Easily distracted. Yeah.
easily distracted, but you remember certain things and you're like, oh, I should have done, oh, wait, I could have done that. Like your head's very fuzzy and you have a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
prioritizing, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Hi, Judith. It's nice to see you. All right. Let's see what we got here.
I did get a new one in Pisces in my Moonology
Okay.
oracle card. I have meditate
Yep.
and contemplate.
Hmm.
Meditate. So, and honestly, because from what I hear and what I'm tapping into, there's so much going on. You're not being able to prioritize what's more important or what's more urgent.
Ah, okay. Wow. Yeah, I'm getting it. Is something going on at work? Because what I did, I pulled the work card, which is a busy bee. So I'm just wondering if something at work is going on, and a lot of changes. Because I got death, and I don't mean death of a worker or anything, but like changes at work. Lots of changes, maybe, or trying something new. I don't know. But maybe you're confused because they're consuming your time, consuming your, people can be vultures and ask for more than you really need to give them. But it says here, my thing here says to communicate. Make sure that you communicate. If you're feeling stressed out about something, whether it's at work or at home or with friends, don't wait. Nothing unusual. Okay, good. But make sure you communicate. If something does come up, don't let it rest. Don't let it consume you. Absolutely. All right. Well, new cards. I never used those cards before, so had to try them.
Those are really beautiful cards, by the way. I always love your cards. You always come out with new cards, and I love that.
So many of them. Oh my God. Oh, there's a gal that comes on here with me. Her name is Abby Vasquez, and I have to make sure that I leave her name in case anything happens to me, because there's a lot of cards, and she'll take them and sell them. She'll give a good price, because I don't want her to be thrown in the garbage or something. I want.
Absolutely not.
Hi, Seascape. At a staff retreat, I had great solutions. I proposed. I felt my boss, I feel, looked at me in a different light. Am I getting good vibes from him? Will there be good changes? Wow. Well, you've noticed. Wow. Sounds like you know what you're feeling. You're tuned in.
So I have proposed my boss.
Mm-hmm. She proposed different ideas. I don't think she proposed.
Okay. I'm like,
yeah. No, she had great solutions. She proposed those solutions or those things, those ideas.
It. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It's okay.
It makes sense.
No worries.
Forgive me. I'm sorry.
Unless I'm totally wrong, Seascape, if you propose to your boss, let me know.
I would like a story on that part.
I know.
Well, I can tell you this from now that I have a much clearer, a much clearer of the situation, because he saw you in a different light. Not that he didn't take you serious before, but he didn't think you blew his expectations away.
Okay.
Like, I didn't think not that you weren't capable of doing that, but it was more of just kind of like, oh, you did that. Wow. Okay, great. Okay, now he's thinking of, okay, what else can I give her? Or what else is she more able to do?
Yeah.
But
maybe I misunderstood what she was capable of. That's what I'm feeling.
You took him by surprise.
Yeah. Okay.
You took him by surprise, definitely, in the best way. Because sometimes and again, this has happened to me in my personal professional life. They've mistaked me as because I look younger than my actual age. They don't believe me.
Right. You're too young. I'm
There's
too
no way
old.
this, like, how old are you? And during, HR questions, they're not allowed to ask you. So again,
Mhm.
they're like, oh, well, based on the way you look.
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
Somebody thinks
Based,
it's the 4th of July outside. Sorry, I just jumped.
and we have this card, full moon.
Mm. Hmm. Look at
Harvest good
this.
fruit for hard work. And you see how she's like receiving all these blessings. Look at the
Yeah.
moon.
Yes.
Look at the
Yes.
eye. Look how glowing she is and everything around her.
Yes. When you're hot, you're hot.
Yes. So I
Mhm.
really do see and I sense and I feel like things are going to start to, you're going to get a lot more acknowledgement, a lot more
Good.
praise.
Yeah. I got the moon too. And then you had the guts to say the things that you wanted to say
Absolutely.
and weren't afraid to say them. You brought up your courage in order to do that. And then you gave it a rest. You gave it a rest. Take a deep breath. And I got the circus at the bottom. I don't know, maybe at work some days it feels
Honestly,
like a circus.
so the way that I kind of take it now, it's kind of like she was nervous, like you were nervous
Hmm.
to
Yeah, to bring up things because other people have been bullies. Yeah.
yeah,
She
because
found
again,
that.
there was a
Yeah.
lot of whispering, a lot of, oh, he said, she said. But now that you kind of like, yeah, look
Yeah.
at me now, because you had the
Yes,
guts to really
you
stand
did.
up and say
You
and
did.
speak the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now the circus is kind of like, oh, so now we have to pick on someone else now.
So yes, she said she felt like they're starting a new footing. And then she says, I made an announcement how I thought how wonderful we all worked together that day. So yes, you brought up your guts came up, you let it rest, you took a deep breath, and you have to return to the circus sometimes. But I think you're going to be, what is the big guy, and you'll be the lion tamer, right, in the circus.
Oh,
So, yeah, awesome. Congratulations, Seascape. Good for you. It's always nice to feel listened to. It's just that's what we people communicate, but they don't listen. It's just people talking at each other. So, oh,
I love you too. Thank
yeah.
you.
Sending you back love, sweetheart. Yep, absolutely. All right, we got Miss Sherry, Voices from the Swamp, who has her own channel, by the way, and you should rush over there and see her. She's wonderful. She would like to know what's happening the remainder of July for her. All right. I can tell you live down in Louisiana. It's going to be pretty hot down there.
That's the first thing I heard. Stay cool. Stay cool.
Oh my
And
goodness.
have your hair up. Like the first thing I heard was have your hair up. Make sure you stay cool.
Okay. I hope you have air conditioning at work, Sherry. You probably do. All right. Let's see what we can find out for you.
So I'm not sure what the situation is in a working environment, but I heard from guides, whether they're from mine, actually, be careful who you trust.
Mm,
Be careful with the
okay.
people around you. Not everyone is your friend. Or in my case, what my parents tell me, nobody is your friend.
Oh, really?
Because everyone, there will always be someone or some people, a group of
Mm-hmm.
people who will take things out of context.
Mm-hmm.
Like it could have been an innocent comment, but this person said no. And could have totally twisted. So what I'm hearing is kind of be careful what you say around people because not everyone can be trusted
the
with
way
that.
you do. Yeah, I know. I hate that though. Can't be your authentic self because other people take it the wrong way.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you've been at war with yourself about something, or if you feel like you're just scattered around, you know. The world is making us all feel fairly scattered, but your fairies are on your side, girl. You got the fairies on your side. I have here that you need to cut out perhaps some of those people that you can't trust. A knife, meaning, you know, cut out, or what it is that's not working for you. You are your own ruler. No one else can tell you what to do. Interesting. I got a naked man here. I don't know if you've got cave. And I don't really know what the naked man means here. I'm thinking that perhaps somebody has told you their truth and laid bare themselves. I don't know, but watch out. You know, stay in your cave if you're feeling. And I know you do, because you're on your show when you're not working and you're at home and you're doing your show or with other people. And so your cave has become a very comfortable place for you to be. No naked men you're aware of. Okay. Okay. But it doesn't, you know, the word is that somebody may be laying bare. You know, you sometimes have to use it as a metaphor. It might be that somebody may be laying bare their worries and problems to you, and you don't need their problems. Anyway, go ahead, Lady Saul.
So, trying to, you know, kind of, I know that she said I've been dealing with that on and off since I started there. And unfortunately, that's not going to change. There will always be those, and especially if you did find someone who you kind of, you know, vibe with, or you like enjoy, you know, talking to. It is, and again, this is like, and I kind of see you as this is the seer card.
Cool.
It says,
Yes.
see
Yeah.
beyond current situation. The way I kind of see it is that I know, and I did see that you said that, oh well, you know, I kind of have to nitpick on who I talk to. Like the way I say, always be cordial, always be nice, but again, we just need to make sure that we're seen, that we're able to pick up on certain energies to kind of say, okay, I know our energies don't vibe. Hi, bye, that's it. But to always see beyond the current situation.
Okay. Wow. All right. There you go, girlfriend. Stay cool.
And get a massage. Your back is really hurting you.
Yeah. Well, and so does Viviani say that she had back and shoulder pain during her reading. Is this a reading with ladies? Did you have a reading with Lady Saul, or reading in general? I don't know. Before the reading, a song I'd not heard in years, Ringo's The Weight of the World. And that's where it would be, wouldn't it be? Right on your shoulders. So,
okay.
yeah. All right, dear. Thank you for all the work you do for us here on the show. And thanks to all my other moderators as well. I don't want anybody to think that I don't appreciate all of you. All of you moderators are wonderful. Yes. All right. We have Snow Wolf. I love the picture. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Any message from anyone who passed, or guides, anybody that might have come in?
Okay, so I was drawn to my mother Mary. So I am feeling like a motherly aunt figure.
Ah.
I'm not sure. This is the one thing I kind of caught up on. I'm not sure if you're having issues staying asleep, or you're having vivid dreams, or you're daydreaming and you're not really paying attention, so you can't determine what's real and what's not. That happens to me constantly. I dream and I daydream and I make up so many scenarios in my head, I can't determine which one's real. I've been doing that my whole life. But I don't know if you're waking up early in the mornings, or you're having issues staying asleep, or you're tossing and turning. I'm hearing we need to take a salt bath.
Mhm.
We need to take a
Okay.
salt bath to release, because like your bones, I feel like there's certain like pains and aches in your body. Salt baths help. Hot, like, as I don't want to say as hot as you can take it, but a nice
Mhm.
hot warm bath with salts. And
Mm,
there's a certain oil that it's the Dr. Teal sleep oil that works
mhm.
wonders for me.
Mm. All right.
Um, so I have been waking up early and tossing sometimes. So what helps me, uh, I would pray, kind of start praying to, those who have passed on, your guardian angels, your guides, and say, just ask them, I'm really tired. I need to sleep.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
really need to sleep. I'm exhausted. And just kind of just close. And this is
Right.
something, how what I said before, the imagination. When you have curtains, like blackout curtains, imagine, like, envision yourself closing those curtains. They can't
Mm.
see you and you can't see them. My curtains are closed. My shop is closed. Stay out.
Mhm.
But we need to make sure that we believe what we say
Mhm.
in order for
All
us to
right.
get the sleep that we really need.
Okay. Snow Wolf, I picked up that you need to move on and let go from something that might be bothering you, or fly free. Um, I'm not sure exactly what it might mean, but it looks like you may have been holding on to something that should have been let go. Um, and I don't know if your guides are the ones that are sending you that, or it's your family, but release. And I love the ideas that you came up with the bath and everything, because that's another way to release toxins and other things
Oh,
like that.
absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
So remember
Yep.
when I had mentioned that I was drawn to my Mother Mary cards? So I
Yes.
actually got the Lady of Our Lady of Becoming, and this is
Huh.
her,
Okay.
super with the rich red.
Beautiful. Yeah.
So you may be uncertain about your future. You do not
Uh-huh.
have to become anxious about how to make things happen, nor do you need to know all the details of what shall be. You needn't be in control of the mystery to benefit from it. Surrender your concerns into Mother Mary's care and take a step, any step, that feels right for you.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it supports with the letting go and being anxious. You
Right.
have people who are watching out for you, who are on your side, really trying to take care of you. Just let go. As hard as it
Mhm.
may sound, easier
Yeah.
said than done, but trust me,
Yeah.
when you let go, things will start falling into place, kind of like a domino effect.
Uh-huh. Okay. No, Tammy, Lady Soul does not have a channel right now, but she comes on with me every other week on
I
Saturdays.
do have
So
an Instagram.
yes,
It's
she does.
at
Yep.
ladysoul_30. I do have an email as well, ladysoul301@gmail.com. You're more than welcome to contact me there for if any guidance. I am here to help.
I'll put it in the chat here. Okay. So the first one is her Instagram. The second one is her email. Okay. Thank you. All right. So we're at an hour, but I've got some people that we've never read for before, and I'd like to get to them because the first time here. A lot of other people have asked questions a lot, and I'm not trying to negate anybody's question, but I do want to ask this particular one because this lady came over from Facebook. She said she was a nurse for 25 years, but stopped because she was in a fire and she mentally could not. Should she go back? I'm thinking if you're asking the question that you probably missed doing it, but you know, um, let's see what we can find out for you, dear.
So I know that because I can only assume that you are ex- that you enjoy doing your job, even though there were bad and good days, but you were content, you were happy with what you were doing.
Mhm.
And the fire, I'm sure that was a most terrifying traumatic experience, again, one does basically this really depends on you. Do you feel mentally strong enough, emotionally strong enough to go back to doing what you used to do?
Ah.
It really depends on your mental, like how strong you are mentally. And if you say, well, I think I'm doing okay. And again, with, oh, okay, well, she's a healer. That is a type of healer. You
It
did
is a
help.
type of healer. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. So it kind of really depends on you. Are you willing? Are you ready? Are you emotionally ready to give, your all to these patients, to who you take care of?
Yeah.
Because again, no one really knows what your mind is
How
going
you
through,
feel, right?
how
If you
you
feel
feel.
strong enough. Yeah.
Yes. I
Um,
feel that you are strong enough, but again,
mhm.
I can tell you, but if you're not sure yourself, you
It's your
have to
own
be.
discernment that, yeah, we can tell you, but it's you that must make the choice. Absolutely. Um, I have here to stand your ground. If you feel like you want to go back, look at this beautiful picture. Standing there in front of the sun, getting the energy of the sun, and that you have great spiritual strength. You have, I don't know, if you've healed from what it is that you went through, that must have been very difficult to endure. But here it says, take your power. Look at this. And I love this because it's half the face of a man, half the face of a lion. And take your power back. But it's your choice. If you want to do it, I think you can do it. If you don't, you wouldn't be
Absolutely.
thinking about it. But it's
And
always up to you. Yeah.
absolutely. So I did pull from my Moon Witch, and we got the
Uh-huh.
Hecate card. You see
Okay.
how she has her 3 heads? She's kind of like
Mm-hmm.
looking back. Am I ready?
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
ready to. I want this. I know what I want, but you
Uh-huh.
keep looking back as if you are reminding yourself why you shouldn't go back. Well, maybe this fire, maybe another accident will happen. Maybe something else would happen again. And this is something my mama has always told me.
Yeah.
What if, what if? What if the
Yeah.
purple elephant walked by? What are you going to do? We don't know
Right.
until it happens. Now, God
Yeah.
forbid another traumatic experience happens. But with the
Right.
way she is doing it, you see how she's glowing gold. Her dress is glowing gold. At the end, change is important. Release the past. Release the past that doesn't benefit you. Release
Yep.
your fears. Release your worries. Release your anxieties. At the end, you do prevail because she has flowers and she has, like, I think it's a grain. And again, you see how they have it's like a pet dog, like a
Uh-huh.
wolf.
Uh-huh.
That wolf is standing behind you because you're ready to take care of it. And I think it actually represents the lion that you had in your previous card.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I mean, at the
Wow.
end, you are glowing. So, I mean, again, it really depends on you, but you are strong enough.
And Lorraine, you've got a really good idea here. A traveling nurse or hospice nurse, a different type. Maybe you want to go into working with different energies. But we always need healers. We always need you nurses. Nurses saved us all during
Yes.
COVID. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is cool, Cynthia. The card you pulled, Celine, means moon, and my name, Cynthia, means moon.
Oh,
Well,
it was
yeah.
meant to be.
And I pulled the moon card too. So,
Oh, how amazing.
cool. I
That's
know.
amazing.
It is amazing. That is. All right, Colleen McSpirit would love a message. Oh, she's got a lot of changes going on.
Those changes are not going to stop. Just be prepared. They're not going to stop. It's kind of like your commitments being tested, your character, your demeanor, your whole you as a person is going to be tested.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that one, and it's weird because the one phrase that I got was, if you can't handle the fire, get out of the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
you can handle it. You just need to make
Mm-hmm.
sure that you're being brave and you're being courageous and you're like, no, I'm not leaving. No,
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to kick me out of my own kitchen. No.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow. So I got the first card I pulled, Colleen, was the past, that you have some nostalgia going on, and you are maybe mentally reliving a part of your past, or you have a past situation that's been cropping up. But look at this. It says you're happy. This person's very happy, living, feeling happy about your life, an incident that made you happy. Feeling on top of the world. It's a nice feeling. And it looks like you're going to manifest whatever it is that you've been trying to manifest. Dreams manifest into reality. It's close, but you just have to keep your power. Your manifesting power is strong, but you need to stay focused on what you're doing. And like Lady Sol said, it's a procedure. You're going through a step-by-step process. Yeah.
And the card that I pulled, Moonbeam, you are on the right path.
Oh, that's great.
How it's glistening.
Yeah.
How it's glistening. And also as a reminder to you, Ms. Colleen, we are Freya. You are worthy. You are loved. How proud she's standing, kind of like with her spirit animal.
Mm-hmm.
It might not be like you feel, well, I don't know where I'm going or what's the right path to be. You are where. Basically, we need to make sure that you trust your intuition. I'm trying to make sure that you see the. There we go. How you know that you're and trust that you are on the right path. Whatever decision that you're doubting, that you're kind of like second guessing, don't do that.
So I just have to say right now that it's 11:11 in some parts of the country, and we are at 1:11 for our live show so far. So I always look at those numbers. They're great.
I always look at angel numbers all the time.
Yeah. Colleen, we wish you well on your journey. All right. We've got a few left. I'm trying to see what we can do here without going too much longer. Okay. So Annette Hartford wonders who her guides might be. She was also told that she's an empath. Annette, if you feel sad when things happen and you feel like, you want to reach out and give somebody a hug, or you feel overwhelmed with, you're an empath. Honestly, yeah. So there aren't not a lot of us are that deeply empathic. There are some.
With me, because I am very empathic.
Me too.
I can pick up on vibrations and I can pick up on energy. That is part of. So one thing that I do that you should look out for, maybe it might happen to you. It happens differently, but this is what happens to me. The moment I meet someone, automatically my ears ring, or I just like, oh no, like, oh, you have some very funky energy that doesn't flow with me. It's just like your sixth sense, but in our case, we have a guide for everything. I have a guide that helps me find parking spaces. I have a guide who helps me cook. Well, it's my gatekeeper who teaches me how to, or kind of like criticizes me because I'm still learning how to cook for myself. But I have a guide who helps me cook. His name is Tommy. Cool. We have a guide for everything. The moment you ask for guides, kind of the way you can say it is like, well, to the guy that I need help with for my job, please come forward. And automatically they will appear. But just don't be scared when you hear someone talk back to you.
Yeah, be aware that may happen. Yeah,
it will happen, and it's kind of like, oh wow, something actually talked back to me. No, it's okay. You asked for them to talk to you. Now you got it.
Yep. I pulled an angel card for you. It's Orpheal, the guardian of the wilderness. Connect to nature, protect the wilderness, ground yourself, and yeah, it's a beautiful card. Look at her.
Ooh, she's green.
Yeah. So call in your angels and your guides. I don't know. Some of them don't say that their names don't matter. Their names not necessarily matter. So, you can ask. I've asked and I've heard, and then I didn't like the name, and I told them I didn't like the name, and they told me I could call them anything that I wanted to. This was a number of years ago. It's like, oh God. Yeah. Wow. Do you have anything else for her, or are you all set?
I think I'm all set.
You're all set. Okay.
Yeah.
Alyssa, message about your mother. I don't know her first name, dear. If you can give us that, we'll come back to you. Okay. Thank you. Sheila, a message from her son, Daryl.
So what's weird, it's not, what's interesting is the one thing I got, because I say this to my mom, Mom, we need to take care of ourselves.
Okay.
You need to make sure you're doing things for yourself. And the card that did pop up was my spells and rituals, which says bring magic and self-care together.
Ooh. Okay. So you need to be taking better care of yourself, Sheila.
More better care, yes.
Yeah.
Trying to do the little things for yourself, whether it's getting yourself your favorite cup of coffee, getting your reading your favorite book, kind of just taking a nap, something that helps you refresh yourself.
Wow. All right. Let me pull one here for you, Sheila. I have here, let go of urgency. And that kind of goes along with it. It says here to surrender and be free of time constraints. You know, we invented time. It's not really a thing. We invented it. And it says to, make sure that you surrender. Things will take place the way that they're supposed to in the right time. But I also got the message, Mom, take better care of yourself. You are important. And I'm with you. I'm just a heartbeat away, really.
And so here's something very interesting. So this card came out twice for her.
Okay.
Last quarter, what is holding you back? And how you said how she's in between two spaces, two places at once.
Right.
She's kneeling down and she's like, okay, what am I waiting for? What is happening? You're waiting for something, but you're stuck. So learning how to make peace with yourself, or peace with the decision, or to make peace of what had happened already, to be able to move forward fully.
Right. We all have to make peace with that. I think sometimes we stagnate if we stay in the same energy. And he wants you to live. He says, you're still on Earth, Mom. You make sure that you live. I'm fine. Excuse me. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. All right. I don't know if I'm going to go to Judith because I don't have Alyssa giving me a name yet, or I can't find it. I'm going to look. Alyssa, mother's first name. I don't know that I got it here. All right. But will Judith A. would like to hear from her mom. Oh, thank you, Alyssa. We'll do you next. Okay. Judith knows if she can't say it. I'm tongue tied. Wants to hear from her mom, Betty. Whoops.
So what I'm getting and what I'm hearing is be proud of yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. So I don't know if you haven't heard that in a while, or you haven't felt that in a while. And how I know I had said this in an earlier reading, saying, be happy for the little things, for the little accomplishments. Whether it's washing dishes. Oh, I finally got to washing dishes. I personally don't like washing dishes, but I know it has to be done. But in the end, I am proud of myself because I gave myself the extra push to wash dishes. But in certain things, we need to remember that we also need to give praise to ourselves, to be proud of ourselves. And that's the that's the message that I heard.
Okay.
Yeah, she's very, excuse me.
Yeah. All right. So Betty says, thank you for calling on me, dear. This is the call of the muse, the person that has, given you life. I'm glad you called me in. Life is a grand adventure, and it's also a grand symphony. And look at how the flowers act as though they are part of the orchestra. So things are being orchestrated for you to help you to move along in perfect harmony. Look at that.
Pretty.
So I'm just feeling like you're getting your ducks in a row, and she's really happy about that for you. Yeah.
And one more
Absolutely.
message for her. You
Oh,
are
good.
worthy, you are loved. We must
Oh,
always remember that.
absolutely. Oh, that's nice. Thanks, Judith. Thank you for the question, dear. All right. So we got Alyssa, whose mom's name is Ikuko, I believe has passed. I'm guessing, Alyssa, if you want a message from your mother. So we will give you the message, and it will be the final one for the night. Sorry, folks, I couldn't get every single person, but I also really appreciate so much that you are spending time with us here today or tonight. Oh, she's alive. Okay. 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 So you want a message from your mother, her higher self, I'm guessing.
Well,
Is that, yeah.
So what I'm actually hearing, I think, are from your guides, not necessarily your mother, but it could be connected to that. I'm not sure
Okay.
if there's something that you are trying to or there's a decision that needs to be made, or there is a certain there's like a certain hesitance, and you're not fully trusting yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh, okay.
I
She
think I'm
says
actually.
she needs to know how to deal with her anger towards her. So her mother might be angry with her, and she doesn't know how to deal with it. All right, Alyssa. Thank you for clearing that up. Yeah.
So I actually pulled. Well, they actually popped out. I didn't pull cards. I
Okay.
got the Isis cards. It says cast spells, protect, and heal.
Okay.
And I rarely get this card. Okay, this card usually does not pop up.
Wow.
So
Okay.
we need to remember that we are strong enough, and we are good enough, and we are worthy enough. Now,
Right.
sometimes, when I don't think this anger is towards you, I think she's just not. I think she's just like she's. And again, I want to be respectful because it is a mother, of
Right.
course.
Right. I know.
She is not happy with the world.
Oh,
There's something little about everything, and
it's
sometimes
bothering me. Yeah.
something always bothers her or upsets her, and sometimes they choose certain people because certain people don't
Yeah.
react the
You hurt
way
the ones you love. You hurt the
you
ones you love.
that you
Yeah.
love. So
Yeah.
right here, this is Isis and how she's glowing, and this is her inner beauty. How the
Mm-hmm.
scorpion, when it feels threatened, it's ready to strike. So it's protecting you, it's protecting your heart. And I actually got the number 13 card, which you see.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, okay. Okay. So that really does make sense.
It does.
So with Isis, we just need to remember that Isis, the scorpion on your upper body, it is there to protect you at the end. And then I
Mm-hmm.
did pull the number 13 card, which says divine feminine, step into your power.
Mm-hmm.
And how she has like a blanket of her hair, and how she has
Mm-hmm.
like the seeing eye, the moon, the butterfly, the
Mm-hmm.
leaf, everything's around her. Basically learning how to not get, because you know that she has dementia, and I mean, I know, and I'm sure it's very hard, but
It
we
is.
have to remember that
She
that
isn't who she used to
she
be.
isn't,
Right.
yeah, who used to be.
Mm-hmm. That's hard, though. It's very hard. Yeah. So I want to give you mine, and then I know she'll be probably coming up with something else, but I'm getting here to go with the flow, Alyssa, because there's nothing you can do. It's not you. It would be anybody she's dealing with because she's not who she used to be. Okay. And she probably is very close to the other side, if you know what I mean. And I don't necessarily mean she's going to die, but what I mean is she probably sees things, angels and so forth, and they are protecting her, I'm feeling. And she says, look at this, says that sometimes she acts like a wild woman. And of course she would, because she doesn't know what she's doing, you know, and it brings you a lot of tears. I'm feeling that. Yep. But she is proud of you and she sees you flowering. And so the tears that you have are watering your soul for you. Just remember her as she was, not what you're seeing it right now, because I really believe, and look at this. Under that one was punch, you know. We kind of have to change and grow, and the self comes up. Want you to love yourself. Want you to love yourself. Okay. 13 is completion to her. Okay, good. Good.
Very
I'm
good.
glad.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Yes. Okay. Anything else? So we all said? Okay. Lots of love to all of you. Those of you who are dealing with difficult times. Those of you who are coming out and coming on your own, making big changes. And we thank you for spending some time with both of us. We'll probably be back in a couple of weeks.
Yes, absolutely.
And we'll see you then. But thank you, Lady Soul. I always love having you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And thank you to everybody in the chat and all my moderators for being so kind and loving. We'll see you later.
Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye, everybody.